Heasley is going to take over from here.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Highlands Senior High School for tonight's section game between the Lady Bucks of Burrell and your Lady Rams on Senior Night 2020. First, we'd like to introduce the Highlands Lady Rams seniors, and we'll begin with guard Isa Estrabella, number 23. Isa is being escorted tonight by her parents, Faye and Sean Phillips. Isa has been playing basketball for 5 years. She is also involved in martial arts, soccer, and enjoys drawing, painting, and playing chess. After graduation, Isa plans to go to Penn State, New Kensington for civil engineering. Her favorite basketball memories involve every day spent with her coach and teammates and the jokes they tell about her. Congratulations to Isa Estrabella and her family. Next, we have guard number 30, Alexa Marasco. Alexa's being escorted by her dad, Tony Marasco, our guardians, Marissa College and Jeremy Baker, and her brothers, Ronnie and Nick Festa. Her favorite basketball memory was being able to push through back-to-back ACL surgeries to create unforgettable memories with her teammates for one last season. After high school, Alexa plans to attend Penn State New Ken to study law and continue to play basketball. Congratulations to Alexa Marasco and her family. Next, we have shooting guard number 24, Supicha Peach Wanjinda. She's being escorted by her host family, Ray Casey and Ava Bollinger and Dr. John Malabicki. Besides basketball, Peach is also involved with the musical. She's had so much fun as a Lady Ram, she plans to continue playing basketball in Thailand. Her favorite basketball memory is scoring for the first time and spending time with her teammates and coaches. After graduation, Peach would like to return to the United States to attend college. Congratulations to Peach and her family. Next up, we have guard number 1, Sarah Sawhook. Sarah is a shooting guard, is joined by her parents, Heather Niedermeyer and Paul Sawhook, along with her siblings, Bobby and Samantha. She has played basketball for 6 years and also plays softball, is involved in youth group, and is an altar server. Her favorite basketball memory was winning all-tournament team against St. Joe's at the close game by getting that key steal when the team also exhibited teamwork and perseverance. Sarah plans to attend Seton Hill University, Gannon University, or St. Francis of Loretto to become a physician's assistant or earn a degree in nutrition, dietetics, biology, or psychology. She also plans on playing softball and maybe basketball in college. Congratulations to Sarah Sawhook and her family. And rounding out the senior stars, forward number 3, Skylar Star Mescal Summers. She's being escorted by her mother, Mandy Mescal. She has played basketball for 7 years, and she also plays softball, competes in track, and is involved with the Lloyd D. Booker Community Center. Skylar's favorite memory this year was Peach playing coach and telling the team when to go while on the baseline, and every moment spent with her teammates. Her future plans include working while making a positive difference in the world. Congratulations to Skylar Summers and her family.
And there our senior introduction. We'll be back with the pregame right after this.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Highlands for Senior Night. Mike Pavlik, Mike Choma joining you courtside for tonight's game between the Highlands Golden Rams and the Burrell Bucks on Senior Night. And Dean, we saw the girls brought out here before the game, and always a very emotional night.
Yeah, Mike, it'll be a great night for them too, because all 5
5 will start tonight. Nice thing on the coach's part to do that. And the one senior they introduced, Sarah Salk, she's coming off her best game of the year, best game of her career. In fact, she had 25 against Apollo Ridge. Mike, they were down big in that game. They cut it to 7. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull it off. But Sarah with 25 points is her best game of her career. She finishes up here tonight. Hopefully she'll have a good one, too.
I hope she does. Well, and we'll talk about all the other girls as we go along in the broadcast. Interesting things about them. Well, the Rams had an injury the other night. Maria Fabregas went down, and what is her status for tonight?
Got to talk to Coach Udanis before the game. Good news, Mike, she will be available tonight. It was a bad injury. It was the first quarter of the Apollo Ridge game. She's the point guard. She's the one that gets the ball distributed. She also is the first one back on defense. So to have a chance tonight, she had to be in the lineup. Good news, she will be in. She's not going to start, though, because of the 5 seniors, but she will play.
Let's go to the Burrell Bucks now. Coached by Joel Sarasso in his second season there. Had a good career at Leechburg. It's his second rebuilding as he radically rebuilt the Leechburg program, and now he's got to do it at Burrell.
He's called a rebuilder. He said he's going to do it, Mike. Check this out. He starts 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen. Doesn't have a senior on the squad, so he does have some rebuilding to do. They got Highlands the first time. Highlands going to try to avenge that loss tonight on senior night, so it should be a good one.
Highlands hasn't beat Burrell since 2010. Can they break that streak on this home floor here tonight on senior night? We'll take a look. It's Highlands, it's Burrell. It's right after this. All right, time for the Burrell Bucks. Before we do, let's welcome Trent Belak aboard upstairs tonight. Dean, his maiden voyage.
Okie doke. Let's take a look at the Burrell Bucks. We mentioned their coach, Joel Sarasso. He's going to start number 3, Allison Fisher, a 5'9 sophomore. Number 14, Hope Clark, also a 5'9 sophomore.
Talked to Dad Doug before the game. It's up here, upstairs. He's here.
Number 32, Olivia Watts, 5'6 sophomore. 42 is Riley Sterritz, a 5'10 freshman. And number 50, Addie Lenadowski, a 6-foot freshman, Mike. 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. How about that?
Yes, what we would call a young team.
Yeah, definitely.
They're all young to us, but we really mean it this time.
Well, again, they're going to start against a senior lineup tonight, Mike, and they will be led by number 30, Alexa Marasco, a 5'6 junior. Number 24, Peach Wajinda, a 4'9 senior, Mike. You can't teach 4'9.
Nope. My mother's going to be happy to hear that.
Number 3, Skylar Summers, a 5'9 senior. Number 30, Alexa Marasco, a 5'6 junior. And 4-year starter, number 1, Sarah Sawhook, a 5'5 senior.
Referees for tonight's game, Dom DeFrancis and Dean. I've been doing this for 26 years. This is a first. We have a father-daughter, Todd Galloop and Tara Galloop. And Tara is the boss. She's got the ball tonight.
She is the head official.
The head chief in charge tonight, and she's got the ball out there, center circle, to get things started. So
we can check that off the list, Mike.
It is. That is a first. Each team's won 2 games. Highlands lost to Burrell earlier this year. They lost that game 54-30 at Burrell. Burrell's wins against Highlands and Jeanette. Highlands wins against St. Joe's and Leechburg. And you'd really like to finish up, especially here at home, on a winning note. And we'll see if the Bucks or the Rams are able to pull that out here tonight. Highlands will play at Deer Lakes on Saturday. Remember, we had that game here last year. That was senior day on a Saturday. We had that game there. So that's the return visit for them. And then Monday night, Burrell will host Plum. So there's one more game left after tonight for both teams.
By the way, Highlands is mimicking the NBA, starting small lineup tonight. They're going with the 3-point shot.
Yes, they have. I think Addie Landowski might win the tip. And it's loose, and the Bucks do control it as Hope Clark got it ahead to Watts. Watts damped down to Landowski, kicked it back outside. And the Bucks will control in their dark blue with the light blue trim. Now, stepping back from the corner is Fisher, missing a 3. Rebound is tipped by Sawhook, but it's controlled by Landowski, and she has a definite advantage at 6 foot against this small Highlands lineup that started. Skylar Summers will be in there, and she'll battle. Landowski. Now back to Fisher. Drives to the basket. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound. Bodies all over the place.
Summers blocked that cleanly. Mike Highlands coming out with it.
And Estrabella has it. And now Courtney Udanis wants to call timeout and change a few players.
I think so, Mike. We're going to have number 13 checking to the lineup for the Highlands Golden Rams.
Maria Fabregas, I believe.
Maria Fabregas, right? Yep. And again, the Golden Rams come in, as you said, with 2 wins on the year in section, Mike. North Cass has locked things up. They're 13-0, 19-1 overall. Knock is 11-2, 16-5 overall. They're number 2 spot. Freeport and them can enter the tie. Freeport is 10-3, 14-6 overall. And Indiana locked up the final spot at 7-6, 13-8 overall. So that's the 4 we're representing Section 1, 4A in the playoffs.
You mentioned Maria Fabregas with the ball. She was the Rams' leading scorer the first game at Burrell on the 13th of January. She had 11 that night.
Good to see her out there, Mike. Look, I get right to the basket.
And she does go to the basket. Missed a shot, but was able to control the rebound. Estrabella takes it now. Crossover move. Isa from the Philippines and Pichuan Jinnah from Thailand. Shot is missed. Rebound put back up is missed. And now they keep banging the boards, and the Bucks will go to the line and shoot 2 at the 6:50 mark. Let's see who the foul's on. Whistle by Todd Galloop. We've had Todd and Dom.
White, 13.
Yes, Fabregas going to pick up her first.
Dom DeFrancis actually did have the call there. We've had both of those officials, and this is the first time we've seen Tara.
Peach, by the way, is a foreign exchange student, like you mentioned, Mike, and it's nice she has the ability to come in and play, too. Allison makes the first.
Yeah, she makes the first. She had 17 the first meeting between these two teams. Olivia Watts led all scorers that night with 21. Second one's a grazer, and it's chased down to the corner by Sterlitz. Sterlitz gets it back, looks for some help. Now goes inside to Clark, put it on the floor, back out. Sterlitz jumper is down, and the Bucks lead it 3-0. First basket of the game.
Move your feet, move your feet.
Burrell putting pressure on.
They do, and it's going to be Highlands ball, I believe. Yep.
Stahl goes right to the baseline.
Puts up a shot, missed it. Summers doing the dirty work. Kicked it back out. The jumper was missed by Fabregas, and the rebound to Burrell. There's Fisher. Now Clark back to the corner. Fisher's 3 is off the rim, no good. High off the iron. Chased down to the corner by Sterlitz. Sterlitz freshman, Landowski freshman, and Watts, Clark, and Fisher are the sophomores. We'll tell you about some of the work that Joel Sarasso did at Leechburg and how he turned that program around. Is
Fabregas right to the hoop. She's going to go to the line, shoot a pair here.
He was 59-34 at Leechburg. They made the playoffs 3 times. They won 3 playoff games there. They went to the state playoffs twice, won a state playoff game. All of those were school firsts. Now, he had a little help, and her name was Michaela Lovelace.
He was the player, Mike.
2000 IUP playing, yep.
And they're like ranked top 10 in the country, I believe. They have a Myers up there, correct?
Yes. Michaela's a sophomore now. She had a career-high 17 the other night against Glenville State. Forecourt, this is Watts. High posting it to Riley Sterlitz. Now there's going to be a foul from behind. Is that it? Going to get Summers, I think?
Looks like Summers had her hand cut in the cookie jar, Mike.
That's the second against the Bucks, against the Rams, that is. And Burrell will inbound it. Sterlitz. Hope Clark now able to grab it. Stops, pops in the lane, and puts it in. She's got 5. Makes her dad happy.
Her dad was a heck of a player back in his day, Mike.
He was. He's former coach at Alderton and Springdale.
Ooh, there you go. No foul there. Saul got knocked.
I believe Doug's a Springdale native. I think he's a Springdale grad.
I believe so, yep.
Sawhook throws one up there, and it's off the rim.
They're going at it, Mike.
Grazed it on the way down, and Burrell tips it out last. Highlands will have it. Into the game for Burrell is Annie Weimer. Number 22. I think she's a junior. My goodness, they've actually put some.
They have no seniors, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Jocelyn Luzier checked in the lineup. So I think Highlands has their normal starting 5 on the floor now, Mike.
With the exception of Issa, I would say yes. Out of the corner, the 3 is put up by Fisher and missed. And the rebound to Highlands. This is Estrabella back the other way. Stops, pops, 3-ball down on senior night. They will hear that one all the way in the Philippines in the first 3 for Highlands.
Estrabella. Oh.
Now an offensive foul against the Bucks as Sterlitz got in, and a good job by Fabregas to take the charge.
And Mike, after suffering that head injury the other day, you think she might be a little tame to put her nose in there, but she does take the charge.
5-3. Burrell scored the first 5, and Highlands scored the last 3. An unhappy Tom Sarasso over to our right. Here's Fabregas, dribbles through a landmine, kicked it over to Estrabella. Short little jumper off the front rim, but Luzier's able to pull it down for Highlands. Jocelyn goes back up. Boy, it wouldn't go down. And Sterlitz the rebound. Remember, we had this game here last year. Burrell won a close one. Now a jumper is drained by Watts, and she draws the foul.
4 of the 5 starters for Burrell on the sheet already, Mike.
Fouls on Issa Estrabella. That'll be her first. So it's 7-3 Bucks. And this is Olivia Watts, the 5'6" sophomore at the line. And Burrell leads at 8-3 as Watts completes the 3-point play. 4 of their 5 starters on the score sheet. Here's Sawhook forecourt. Looping feed and saved for a moment. It was tipped, but now Watts takes control of it for the Bucks. Out to Sterlitz. Now tried to work it inside for Weimer, and it's deflected out of bounds by Highlands last touch, so Burrell will key it in. Allison Fisher will do that.
First turnover for either team, Mike. Pretty good. Get 5 minutes in, huh?
Bucks by 5, steal by Sawhook, got a clear path. Drives, lays, and scores. 8-5. Now Fisher. Oh, nice pass inside by Watts, but it's deflected off a hand. And Highlands has it. Here's Fabregas. Estrabella right side. Out to Luzier. Jocelyn puts it on the floor. Now needs some help. Got it back to Fabregas in the paint. And the Rams will reset things. 3:10 left first quarter. 8-5 Burrell.
Jocelyn's added that part to her game. She's putting the ball on the floor now and going to the basket.
Oh, Fabregas with a lane. Put up a runner and missed it. And a good job by Clark. Lead it ahead to Watts. Drives all the way home and puts it down.
She did a nice job of collecting herself there, Mike. I thought that ball was too far ahead, but she ran it down and made the lip, put them ahead 10-5.
Burrell has her third 5-point lead. It's Sawhook ahead of the pack, but it's blocked, and then stepping out of bounds is Sterlitz, but she stopped the basket.
That Sawhook had a pretty good lead on her, Mike, but she didn't quit on the play. Blocked the shot. Highlands gets in by now.
Emily Wojciak is now in for the Bucks, number 23. Now ball tipped out of bounds again, and again the Rams will keep it. Emily, another freshman. Yep. And into the lineup for the Rams, Julia DeSanto, the junior for Highlands. She wears 22. Here's Marasco in off the inbound and got it to Luzier, but she missed the bunny. Rebound Burrell. Oh, she carried that. Here's Fisher. 3-ball missed. Rebound Highlands. Stolen away as a pocket was picked.
Nice extra pass, too.
And his shot is up and good.
What? She's got 7 now.
She does. I was blocked by Todd Galloop. Here's Marasco. Corner Sawhook. 3-ball. Took a peek. Luzier tipped it out of bounds. Underneath for the Bucks that time was Emily Wojciak to get the rebound, but Luzier swatted it away from her. 2:05 left first quarter. Burrell with their biggest lead at 12-5.
Hope Clark brings the ball up the floor now. Love her shoes, Mike. Multicolored.
Yes, they are. And now Joel Sarasso wants to talk it over.
Her dad won our NCAA pool last year. Remember?
Yeah,
that?
I know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had the lead.
And you and I didn't, and we were close.
Well, I actually had the lead going into the championship game. He storms back. The kid from Virginia, I forget his name, but I had him by 2 points, and the game went overtime. And in the overtime, this kid, he'll tell me at halftime the guy's name. He better remember.
It wasn't Guy.
I think it was.
Man bun guys, I called him. And then he got a haircut.
No.
No, it wasn't him.
Guy.
It was the kid that went to the NBA. Yeah.
Yep. And he ended up beating me by like 4 points. And as commissioner, I said, overtime doesn't count. To which he said, I'll take the money.
Yes, exactly.
But I came in second. We have a great pool. We do every year for the NCAA. All the basketball guys get together up at the Anchor Inn, and about 15, 20 guys. And we pick 10 guys apiece, and whoever scores the most points wins the prize.
Is your answer Ty Jerome?
Yes.
Yes.
I can see in my nightmare.
Thanks to the internet.
But what's fun about it, you got to pick the guys you think are going to go the furthest and score the most points. A lot of fun to do.
Oh, we love that
research. Yep.
That's right. I promised I'd never play again, and I'm keeping that up. I'll be more than happy to come and help, and I'll pick teams, and I'm retired until you make me play. But anyway, here's Clark. Last year was it for me, I promise. Here's Landowski now, worked it back outside for Clark. Now Watts.
I won, I think, once or twice. I know I won once for sure.
I never have. I finished second when you didn't pay for second. Nice jumper by Hope Clark in the lane. She's got 4, and it's $14.5. Speaking of questions and answers, we'll have a trivia question after the first quarter, and it will revolve around the fact that Highlands has lost 6 in a row to Burrell, dating back to 12/21 of 2010.
Is there Zamansky involved in your answer? That's my question.
Okay, you got half.
You know why? Because she's in our pool, remember?
Yep, she's there too.
Mark, they come and participate when they're not at a tournament. The last couple of years, they've been at one of the ACC.
Sawhook's jumper is nothing but nylon. She has a few people over there, by the way.
Yeah, 2, Mike?
It's a 2, 14-7.
Yeah, I see up there the mailman, president of the Coniflor, Uncle Robbie, Misty.
I see the Greek.
The Greek, John the Greek is up there with Paul the dad. Father Chris brought him for good luck.
Steal by Sawhook. Drives, lays, and scores and draws the foul.
Sawhook with 6.
And it's 14-9 all of a sudden. Let's see who the foul's on. And that's on Allison Fisher. That's her first.
Yep. Team third, and
each team has 3.
Yep. Uncle Steve and Shelley up there. She got probably the biggest crew. Mom Heather, brother Bobby. She brought them all. She now leads all scores with 7 times with Olivia Watt.
Coming off that big 25 the other night. Now another steal. This is DeSanto all the way down. Julia's fouled as she goes to the basket at 30 seconds in a 4-point ball game.
They're attacking the basket, Mike.
Dom DeFrancis.
23. Emily Woolcheck picks up her first.
So this is Julia DeSanto, the junior. She'll get another. Third Ram in the scorebook. 14-11 now. Off the rim, but Luzier got a piece of it, and DeSanto comes through to get it for Highlands. Now they battle it off of her, but she's able to save it. Luzier's jumper, down! 14-13. Highlands on an 8-0 run.
Cuts it to 1.
Hope Clark forecourt, right side Fisher. High posting, Landowski goes in, has a lid on it. Luzier, they battle for it on the floor. It's tipped out of bounds, and Highlands will have 4.4 seconds to get a shot up and the arrow, trailing 1.
Highlands only 1 turnover the quarter, Mike. 4.4, a lifetime in basketball.
They go deep to Sawhook, and it's coming over to us and out of bounds. And Burrell with 0.8 of a second now.
Not a lifetime.
It's not a lifetime in anything, actually.
How'd you like our 8th graders with 4 seconds ago? It's got 3 shots off.
Boy, is that team something else. The 8th grade boys here. Goodness. Shot is missed as Fisher got it up there, but that's the end of the first quarter with a score. The Burrell Bucks 14 and the Highlands Golden Rams 13. An exciting first quarter of basketball. Okay.
It's our fourth game tonight, today.
We have seen quite a bit of basketball.
Yep.
So Burrell's won 6 straight against Highlands. They didn't play for a while because they were out of section, so they didn't meet. The last win, as I mentioned, was on December 21st, 2010. Highlands won here 40-12 against Burrell.
Whoa.
You got the first half. The Highlands coach was Megan Zemansky, who coached Burrell that night.
Whoa, let me think here. So we got Megan and Mel.
I did get mail today, yes.
No, it was a male coach.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
All right, male coach.
Yes, it was. Snail mail? No. Yes, it was indeed. This is someone you know.
I know the name.
You know the person.
Wow.
Gosh. His daughter was on the team. 2010. Now we think 2010's yesterday. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
And since he's been gone, I think they've had, then Megan came in.
Right.
And they've had a couple other coaches since, yeah.
Fred Solis.
That's Solis.
Fred is at Freeport.
No, Fred's been at one, unlike many of his players, he's been at one place.
You're going to have to give me initials.
His daughter was on the team. Okay.
Give me some initials.
Now, this question's been a bunch of BS.
BS. Wow. Oh, Brian and my buddy, right?
You're on the right path.
Sure.
Brian Sherrick was the coach of Burrell in 2010, 2011, and you actually coached,
I coached her too, yeah.
His daughter in the younger grades.
Yep, in the summer leagues down at the old Goose Pryor League.
They're going to call Lazier for a walk. Shot was off anyway. Turnover Highlands at 7:50.
Yeah, we used to have a co-ed summer league down in New Kent, right next to the police station, and that was the hard courts, like the cement. And his daughter was the toughest one of the boys and girls combined. She was, I think her name was Abby. She was always on the floor, on the concrete actually, taking charges. She went on the pit, played soccer.
Marasco gets in there and takes it away. Boy, a lot of Alexa with the knee injuries and with that big brace on, and she's out there gutting it out, as she has done. And now a blocked shot by Landowski from behind on Fabregas, and it's Burrell's basketball. Yeah, I was just reminded of something. When the Burrell girls were running down to our left to take their positions in the offensive end of the floor, one of the girls ran past the big Ram center circle, right under the left eye, as you'll see it on your screen, and that's the dead board. And you could see it dip, and it reminded me of Reese Mayberry, which I always think of, because he would know that anytime anybody was there, that ball didn't come up.
Trap it, yep.
We're gonna have to. We need to let Jimmy in on that.
Yeah.
We just told Trent right now. So
to use it at practice tomorrow. Actually, I have a game tomorrow. They're going to Erie.
Tomorrow.
Supposedly.
Jocelyn Lazier picked up the foul. Look at all the fours up there, Dan. 4 timeouts left. The foul's on number 4, and each team's committed 4 fouls. I'd get on that tomorrow. And Fisher has the first. She has 2 from the line. Her 2 points tonight. 15-13 Burrell. 7 minutes left first half.
Well, we know about the 02-02-2020, right?
Right. And Andy Reid won his 222nd game on that date.
Well, some guy that emails Tony Cornell's show had a son 20 years old.
Even better.
So do the math on that. 20 years ago, it was 02.
Fabregas uses a Lazier screen.
Burrell in the 2-3 zone, but it's rotating. It's good. Now they go man. You know, Mike, you watch one person cut through.
It may be a box and one.
Well,
because they only rotated with Fabregas. So
we'll look for that next time down.
And now Allison Fisher's going to get a rest, and into the Burrell lineup is Emily Wojciak. 6:25 left first half. Bucks with the ball and a 3-point lead. Here's Clark. Now Watts, high posting it. A good job of denial by Highlands. Sawhook back the other way, one-on-one. High off the glass and down.
Sarah's got 9. Remember, she's coming off a career high 25
16-15.
against the Paula Ridge on Monday.
Watts for 3, and it's nothing but nylon.
She now soars into the lead with 10 points, leading scorer of the night. Up and down basketball, Mike.
It is.
There
And
we
Luzier
go.
cans a short jumper from the left wing.
She is getting better and better, Mike.
So they answer. 19-17. Burrell by 2.
Looks like a 2-3 for Highlands now.
Sterlitz worked it into the paint, and now they're going to get Luzier from behind. She had her hand on Weimer.
That's who it is. Her second.
And got caught by Todd Galloop.
Nova! Pittsburgh!
Skylar Summers coming back in for Highlands, and Luzier will sit down with those 2 fouls.
Sounds like a hybrid play, like Pittsburgh Nova.
But not Chevy Nova. Into Clark. Stops, pops, scores.
It worked, whatever it was. He's got 6.
21-17, Bucks by 4. Summers forecourt. They pressure the basketball. High dribble there, but got it over to Marasco. Now out to Fabregas. Summers at the foul line. Fabregas goes in. Runner up around. No good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Sterlitz. Out to Watts. In the paint to Clark. Tried to turn around, lost the handle, and it's stolen by Marasco.
6 turnover for Burrell.
Fabregas. She is.
What's going on, Mike?
Fabregas
Yeah.
has some blood coming down the side of her face.
I think it's her thumb, though, Mike. That's the good news.
Yeah, she reached up.
Yeah. She had a tough couple of days, Mike. Like I said, went down against Paula Ridge, and now, like I said, she's bleeding pretty good there. We had that in a boys' game today at the 8th grade
Yeah,
game.
Jordan Tavares got a rebound, threw the elbows out, and ended up contacting a tooth. So there's going to be some dentistry for the young man from Knock, and
Stitches for
maybe
Jordan
some
Foster.
stitches for
Boom!
Jordan. And Sawhook drains a 3 from the right elbow.
She is hot, Mike. She's got 12. They've got 20. They're down by 1.
Can we find her another year of eligibility?
Really?
There's a tip.
She's a 4-year starter, Mike.
I guess.
We're done.
I guess you can't. Clark is fouled. A 1-point Burrell lead. Foul will be on Isa Estrabella. That'll be her second. And Hope Clark will go to the line and shoot a pair at 4:25 first half. 21-20, Bucks lead it.
Mentioned Sarah was a 4-year starter, Mike. She led the team in scoring last year and this year. She also leads them in 3-point field goals. You can see why by that last one over the last 2 years.
Clark makes 1 out of 2. Gets the friendly roll. She's got 7. And it's 22-20. Estrabella forecourt.
Chance to tie or take the lead.
Sawhook now. Back to Isa. DeSanto inside to Summers, but it's taken away, but
Nice
Julie got it
job.
back.
Trying to backdoor to Sawhook.
Sawhook fires it wildly at the goal and misses it. And a rebound to Sterlitz. Oh, now nice move down the lane by Watts, but it won't go. And the Rams have it back. Out to Sawhook, 1-on-3, stops, pops, all tied up.
She's got 14, and we're tied at 22.
Now Watts worked it on the baseline for Clark. In with a runner, missed the shot. Estrabella the rebound.
All ahead of the pack. They can't see her, though.
And now Courtney Udanis wants to talk it over. 3:25 left first half. Highlands 22, Burrell 22.
I think it's a good time, Mike, to take the timeout because this has been Highlands' MO all year. They stay around for the first quarter and a half, and then teams start to pull away. So I think it's a good idea for Courtney to get organized. On the bench along with her is Jason Kerr. Jason is related to Joel Sarasso.
How about that?
Yep, cousins. Joel denies that, though.
Well, that's understandable, Dean.
I was telling Joel how I met Jason, and it was for years he coached Red Bank, the middle school, and he would always enter his team into our middle school tournament. By the way, Saturday, February 15th, all-day basketball, 9 to 6, 7th and 8th grade tournament coming on here at the high school. We use both courts, but he would enter his team, and we'd do it all by email. And finally, I live right on Freeport Road, which is 4 lanes of highway there. I saw a guy across the way hanging a pit sign out in the spring. They were in the tournament. And I hollered across the way, hail the pit.
Of course.
And he looked across the way and goes, "Is that you, Mike? Is that you, Jason?"
I didn't know you were neighbors.
I said, "Are you visiting?" He goes, "No, I've lived here for 5 years."
You saw the Burrell huddle there, and you may have seen Drew Johnzak standing in that picture, our former coach. Our former coach here at Highlands, the last Highlands coach to lead the Lady Rams to the playoffs. When they made it in 2016, they were 13-10 that year, and of course his daughter, as Sawhook, fires one up and missed it.
That was a good idea, Mike.
Ashlyn 1,000-point scorer here for the Rams.
She had Fabregas but couldn't get to the ball, Mike. But that was a design play for Saul come out of the timeout. I thought it was a good idea, Mike. She's been hot. She has 14.
Clark goes in, missed it. Rebound, saved out of there. Back for Sterlich. Jumper. There's a lid on it. Clark tries, no good. It's tipped and saved. No, out of bounds. Sterlich stepped on the line. It's Highlands ball. But anyway, so Drew's coaching here with at Burrell with Joel Sarasso and coached the JV team earlier and assisting here. So
speaking of JVs, his son Landon's playing JVs for the boys, Mike. He's doing a great job.
He is. Now Marasco put a short little jumper, missed it. Put back up and in by Ava Natowski, and the Rams have their first lead of the night.
On senior night, Mike.
24-22, Highlands leads it. Ava Natowski, 43 in the Highlands lineup.
She's a freshman, Mike, so a little bit of youth moving for Highlands there.
Jumper from the outside by Fisher is no good. It's saved, though, on the baseline by Sterlich. Clark, baseline down.
She's got 9, and we're tied at 24. Nebraska might see a big brace on her leg. She was injured as a sophomore and a junior, same leg.
Nice move by Natowski to the basket, and she puts it in.
She's giving a spark off the bench. She has 4.
A little instant offense, and it's 26-24 Highlands. Now Weimer worked it over to Clark. Left side, jumper is up by Watts, it's no good. The rebound, they battle for it. Natowski went down. Burrell came back as Clark had a piece of it. And now look at the hustle by Sarah over there to knock it out of bounds as Allison Fisher was waiting for it.
Playing 2-3 zone, but they're very aggressive in it.
Another freshman in for Highlands, 33, Nalasia Harris. Sterlich now got it back outside to Clark. 1:20 left, first half. Highlands by 2. And a foul. And that will put Burrell into the 1-and-1. That's a 17 foul against the Rams.
13, that would be Maria Fabregas, her second. And you're right, they will go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1.
Allison Fisher 3 for 4 so far. That's short. Saved back in by the Bucks, though. Good hustle on their part. Now a 3 is put up and off the rim. It's saved again. This is Watts driving in with the left hand. Missed the shot. Body's on the floor. They still battle for it. Now they're going to call a held ball, and Highlands will have it.
Courtney Udanis beside herself.
And she just got a technical.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Todd Galloop in it.
Yeah, so they're having a...
I've never seen Courtney get a technical before.
No, I have not. And now Todd Galloop with a word or two for Jason Kerr to keep quiet. And now
they'll be seated the rest of the evening, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike, it is Maria's got right above her eyebrow. She's got some tape on there, so it was a head injury.
So yeah, mark that down. 1:03 left of the first half.
Yeah, it could be a biggie.
With Highlands leading at 26-24.
I did not see the ball hit the rim. Did you? on the foul shot?
I did not.
Yeah. So that was their complaint. They thought that Highlands should have got an automatic.
Right.
First one good.
So that's Olivia Watts at the line, makes the first.
She's got 11 now.
She's got 11.
Boy, that Mike didn't cost them on the original miss, but he gave them 2 in the ball.
And Highlands had the ball, too.
Oh, gee.
And now Kerr got a technical.
What now?
And he's been thrown out of the game.
Wow.
Jason asked, why didn't you ask for help? Is what he wanted to know. And now Jason's been run, and he'll get the hot water.
All this happening, and now there's a complaint about the arrow, Mike.
So back to the line is Watts, and she makes it.
And Mike, the team foul's got a 9 because of all this.
Watts makes all 4, and they get the basketball.
So they were up 2, Highlands.
With the ball.
With the ball, now they're down 2. Without the ball. 1:03 of the
first half. Now they battle on the floor, and look at Sarah Sawhook grab that. Now Courtney can't stand up. She's way on the end of the bench trying to stay out of the line of fire.
And that is the 8th turnover by the Burrell Bucks.
I thought that was a bit harsh, all that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was a lot harsh, actually.
Spirited.
And harsh. That's the word I have. There's a jumper off the glass by Fabregas, though. DeSanto back up, missed it. Julia again. No. They battle. Jump ball is called. And the arrow belongs to the Bucks at 28 seconds with a 2-point lead.
Crazy last minute of play here in the second quarter.
And Joel Sarasso would like a timeout with 28 seconds to go first half, and Burrell leading at 28-26.
It's been close, Mike. 14-13 first quarter, 28-26 now, and fireworks here to end the half.
To say the least. To say the least. We have some, like to go around and take a look at what the rankings are. So we'll start with 4A because that's where we are. North Catholic number 1 in 4A and also number 1 in the state. They were the defending champion also. Southmoreland number 2, Central Valley number 3, Blackhawk is number 4, and Freeport number 5. And those were the rankings going into this week. The last rankings I have the trip rankings. So that's 4A. We'll catch some more on the way around the bend here. 5A, Char Valley number 1. Did you see they're adding Tim McConnell's wins from boys and girls together to get him 600? Did you see that?
I have no problem with it. A win is a win.
He won them, didn't he?
Yeah.
Char Valley 1, Woodland Hills 2, Oakland Catholic 3, Trinity 4, Moon is 5. Char Valley also number 1 in the state, Woodland Hills number 4 in the state.
Started like coaching 5th and 6th grade basketball, Mike. They all count.
They all count.
No, now
we're going to have an arrow issue.
Arrow issues here.
We're having an arrow issue. Now Todd Galoop's having a discussion with Joel Sarasso, as you can see. So we'll see what they've decided. Highlands basketball. And the Burrell scorekeeper is trying to straighten things out too.
Arrow was wrong. We didn't change the arrow.
Here we go now.
So now we're discussing that. See if we can get some of this.
This is where the books should be sitting next to each other, Mike.
And then you don't have that issue.
Let's remember,
The arrow was incorrect.
the official book is high.
Both books were blue. So they fixed the arrow. Right. We didn't change the arrow for the technical. We changed it because it was incorrect.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it should be.
It should be blue ball.
And you agree with that?
Yeah, we had no jump ball.
Okay, well,
It's not your fault. Both
Yeah,
books should
okay.
be here.
But there's two here.
Well, we can get another.
All right, so they've decided it is Burrell's ball, and the Burrell scorekeeper won. And that's really what that was all about then.
But the reality is, though, Highlands is the official book.
Right.
It had blue also.
Right.
So now we got to start.
That was in agreement. There was no doubt about that. They were in agreement on that. So here's Burrell with the basketball. with the 4 straight points.
But they should be sitting next to each other too, Mike. That's all.
Well, that's... There's a 3 put up and missed. Rebound on the weak side to Sterlitz, but the Rams...
Chance to tie with 8 seconds to go here, Mike.
Here's Harris. Forecourt, 4 seconds. Natowski.
Oh, get one
now
up,
DeSanto's going to have to get one up there. Too late.
Doggone it.
And that's the end of the first half here at Highlands. And what a wild, wacky
very
ending
interesting one.
to this first half of basketball. Your score, Burrell 28, Highlands 26. We'll be back with more right after this. We're back at halftime, and you see the Highlands bench. It's the only time Courtney Udanis is going to be allowed to stand the rest of the night until it's time to go home, because there have been technicals assessed to the Highlands bench at the end of that first half in a crazy sequence of events. With a missed foul shot, did it hit the rim, did it not? Should the refs ask for help or not? How was the arrow? Both books had the arrow, it's just the arrow didn't have the arrow, so we get that worked out.
So now Highlands will get the arrow to start the second half.
Unless they changed it again, did they? No. Okay, good. So I think that's what we have. But from a Highlands standpoint, with all that happened, it's only a 2-point ball game.
I'm sending a text here to Jason Kerr. I asked if you're home yet. Poor guy had to walk the plank.
So here's Highlands with a basketball. Burrell looking like 2-3 maybe? No, they're coming out.
And when he had to lead the gym, Mike, he's gone.
Luzier all the way to the basket. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Burrell. So Highlands led it 26-24 when all that happened.
And they still haven't put the books next to each other, Mike. That's one thing I would assist at halftime. They sit next to each other.
Now we got a walk as they pass it over to Hope Clark. Turnover.
I kept the book today for the middle school, and our best player had him with 3 fouls. Some young lady was doing it. She had him with 4 fouls, and guess what? He has 4 fouls. They're the official book. I can't tell her.
That's right.
She tells me.
That's how it works. The home team is the official book. Sawhook stops and pops, no good. Oh, now Hope Clark took one in the mush. She's all right.
Marie Fabregas, Mike, the butterfly there. Mike was looking to try to get some more tape.
I saw Burgess Meredith in the hallway at halftime.
Mick.
Here's Clark. Left side to Fisher. Now Watts travels. So Buck's got a turnover problem to start the second half. They can't even get a shot up.
And I tell you what, the Highlands bench has come alive tonight too, Mike. The girls are really.
I got to guess it might have been a bit of a spirited locker room at the halftime break. Sawhook tried to dump it down to Luzier and did. Luzier put it up and scores. And Highlands ties it back up.
Sarah Sawhook with the assist, and Highlands trails by 2 now.
6 points for Luzier.
I'm sorry, we're tied at 28. Mike, it was weird. Both teams scored 14 and 13 points in both quarters. Now we're tied.
Now the jumper by Watts is missed. Rebound underneath.
Luzier.
Fisher tried to put it up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Luzier. It's Burrell's ball.
Let's see how Highlands plays the inbound, Mike. Will they go to a zone, play man, straight zone?
Steal by Sawhook. Drives the leg to the floor. Puts it up and missed it. Rebound. Clark. Well, she could have got called for traveling on the way down, too, with a high dribble. Luzier's jumper halfway down won't go. Fisher the rebound.
10 turnovers now for Burrell. Highlands only committed 3, Mike. Probably their best game of the year turnover.
Here's Clark. Stops and pops. 2 and no good.
And
smart play. Just made sure she boxed out and let it go out of bounds. And Highlands will inbound it and go to length of the court at 6:09 third quarter. And a 28 all tie, our third tie of the game.
6:09.
Blues taking a timeout here, Mike. Gives us a chance to talk about, you mentioned the individual rankings for 4A. I've got the top 10. They don't consider sections. They just say who's the top 10. They got Char Valley at number 1. Number 2 is North Catholic. Number 3 is Bethel Park. They're a big 6A team. Now, Mike, 4 is Rochester. They're a little 1A team. They're 4th ranked. They're ahead of North Allegheny. Don Rebel says they think they're better. Southmoreland at 20-0. They're in 6th. 7th is Central Valley. 8th is Blackhawk. 9th is Trinity. 10th is Woodland Hills. In that same poll, Mike, for the boys, our Highlands boys, they ranked 3rd. I told you number 1 was This is a test
Fox
to see if you're
Chaplin.
listening to me. Yes. I didn't tell you number 2 is. Guess who that is? Ethan Morton.
Oh, Butler.
And
We saw Ethan early on. I believe he was a sophomore.
Yeah, he was.
We saw him out of Pine Richland, and he was the real deal that day. I think he had 29.
We saw him play.
30 some on.
And he dominated both years. Only Highlands' 4th turnover, Mike. So yeah, they have us the 3rd best team in all of WPIL, and state rankings, I think we're 4th in 4A.
Allison Fisher's 3 ball is no good, and
No
boy,
Shavinsky there.
I know. Maria got.
Hope Clark gave her the old shove. No call. She's actually shaking her hand out there, Mike, like that hurt.
Incidental contact. Out top to Clark. Now Watts stops and pops baseline shot is no good, and the rebound they're going to have a jump ball. As it was
Let's check the arrow.
held up. We'll check the arrow and
Arrowgate, we're going to call
arrow
this game.
gate. That's right. Burrell keeps it. 5:47. Now it's tipped out of bounds by Highlands, and Burrell will keep it. 5:45 left.
Now what?
Now it's a foul off the ball, and that's going to be on Addie Landowski before the clock even started.
Her first.
Annie Weimer comes back in for the Bucks, and Landowski will
And
sit
now
out.
Burrell's going to bring the pressure, Mike, for the first time tonight. Let's see how Highlands handles it.
Tied at 28. And they do get it across for a moment as Sawhook had a hand on it, but it's tipped out of bounds. Good deflection by Hope Clark. Highlands keeps it.
Chance to take the lead here. 5:43 to go.
Julie DeSanto in front of official Tara Galoop. Sawhook left side. 2 off the rim. Tipped out. It's going to be over the back on Allison Fisher.
Her second.
Second, against Burrell's second half. Highlands is yet to commit one here.
Team's second.
Here's Luzier.
She's a good safety valve to inbound too, Mike, since she's the biggest girl.
Nope,
on the floor,
Marasco lost the handle for a minute as actually it was tipped by Clark. Highlands keeps it. Choppy start to the second half here. Got a lot of flow at the end of the first half other than... Now there's a travel down on the paint by Fabregas turnover, other than all the technicals.
Yeah. You're allowed to take that step towards, but not away from the basket. Highlands' 5th turnover. Burrell has 10.
I wonder if Curl pulled Bobby Valentine and come back in with a mustache, hat, and glasses.
I'm telling you, he's halfway. He's pulling driveway already.
Here's Clark all the way to the basket. Shot is missed. Luzier gets up there for the rebound.
Missing a great one. I'll have to look at it tomorrow on YouTube.
Fabregas, right side, Sawhook down. That's a 2, and the Rams lead it 30-28.
And the whole Saw contingent comes to their feet across the way, Mike.
16 for Sarah. So with all that happened at the end of the half, the Rams still have the lead, and here comes Fabregas 1-on-2 all the way home. 32-28, biggest lead for Highlands.
They're playing hard, Mike.
Here's Fisher.
When Burrell play Highlands, you throw out the record book, huh?
Outside to Fisher. Her 3's a grazer. And DeSanto has it.
And
Lead it to
Saw's headed
Sawhook.
back.
Drives, lays, scores.
Senior night, Sarah has 18, her career high 25 on Monday. She's going out with a bang and a timeout by Burrell. They're going to take a full timeout here,
Listen
Mike.
to the Highlands crowd here tonight. The Highlands has come out second half 8-0, and they lead it 34-28.
And Courtney Udanis, Mike, she's got the red pants on to match her face. She's fired up over there.
She was really fired up when she got her technical. That's for sure.
Mike, there was a big upset in 4A the other day. Knock upset Freeport. Lauren Jablonski scored with 10 seconds to go in the game. Must have been a great one out there, stepping Freeport's 5-game win streak against them.
Knock is 16-5 now, by the way, and they are coming for Chris Andresi. We saw them here a couple weeks ago.
Does a great job with them. Yep. By the way, congratulations to Freeport senior Haley Holloway. She scored a 1,000-point Tuesday against Fox Chapel. Her teammate Sydney Szymanski, she only needs 5 to get her into the 1,000-point club. Had a lot of kids do it this year, Mike. Locally, we've had Luke Cochran and Johnny Christ for Highlands, Andrew Sullivan for St. Joe's, and Jake Bloomer for Leechburg. Check this out, Mike. We had 2 juniors score 1,000 points this year. Dimitri Fish of Springdale and Kennedy Matu of Plum. So
Micah Mason scored his 1,000th point when he was a junior. Before Christmas.
Yes.
Or at the Christmas tournament, before the turn of the year. Could you imagine that? Having 1,000 points in 2.5 years?
Highlands on the 8-0 run this quarter, Mike, with the lead. 34-28.
Clark backs.
And boy, they're playing that zone very aggressively.
They are. Now Fisher back out to Clark. Back to Fisher. 3-ball front rim, no good. Rebound tipped off a knee and saved by Sterlitz. Sterlitz battled over there by DeSanto, and now saving it for the Bucks is Clark, and now lost it.
Slog's hustling, Mike. She's getting her hands on everything.
.320 left, third quarter. It's been all Highlands here in the second half. Burrell is yet to score. There's a lid on it. Now a 3 is an air ball by Fisher, and Marasco has the rebound.
Fabregas brings up the floor. Looks like they're going 1-2-2 now, Mike. And you know what? I'd hold the ball.
Yep. With a 6-point lead? Darn right. DeSanto, what's the call? Timeout. Highlands. Now, Courtney's only got 1 left, so you got to remember that. At 2:59 left, third quarter, Highlands 34 and Burrell 28.
They used a lot of timeouts, Mike, in the first half as they went back and forth, coaching strategies by both teams. And again, a very young Burrell team. Coach Sarasso has 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen out there. Olivia Watts, Mike, 14 points in the first half, yet to score. No one for the Burrell Bucks has scored yet.
More rankings for you. 3A. Number 1 is Beaver. By the way, no 3A teams in the state rankings. Number 2 is Mohawk. Avonworth is 3rd. They're the Antelopes. Seton LaSalle is 4th, and South Park is 5th. Defending champion 3A is Neshannock, and they are as yet unranked. In AA, this AA is the private school section. Sarah Catholic number 1, Canavan number 2, Olsh number 3, they're the defending champion. The Ellis School is number 4, of course named after former Pirate pitcher Doc Ellis. And Laurel, the only public school in the top 5 rankings in AA, they come in at number 5. Statewide, Sarah Catholic is number 4 and Olsh is 5th.
By the way, Mike, Sarah saw 14 in the first half. She had 20 against Leechburg last year as a junior. She had 16 in 1 quarter, so she can score in bunches, and she's brought it here senior night with 14 in the first half, 18 overall. And Highlands with the ball. Let's see what they do here, Mike.
And that's 18-34. Marasco to key it in. Fabregas now will take control between circles. Julia DeSanto plays catch with Fabregas out top.
That's all I do, Mike. They're sitting in that zone. They're extending it a little bit now, but
Sawhook got away. Back out to DeSanto. And I think that might have been what Courtney was discussing at that timeout.
I would, Mike, play keep away.
DeSanto, Sawhook left side. Faked it, back to Julia. Yeah, they're just going to pass it around.
Yeah, the problem Highlands has...
Because if Sarah's not shooting it, they're not allowed to shoot. And the ball's off Highlands, and Burrell gets it.
With 2 wins this year, Mike, Highlands had to play keep away too often, so this is going to be new to them.
Luzier back to DeSanto.
They got what they wanted, Mike, to pull them out of the zone. So let's see what Highlands does when they run their man-to-man offense now.
So apparently Don pointed the wrong way because he pointed Burrell's way, and then they must have changed that.
Screen.
Marasco to the corner against the double team, and it's last off of Burrell. Went off of Fisher last, according to Todd Galloop.
23.
Allison Fisher had her hands on it last. So Highlands gets the inbound. 2:09 to go here in the third quarter.
Loops it in. Lazier does a nice job to take it away from Watts, but the Bucks finally steal it back. Here's Clark.
Oh, she walked in.
She did. Watts drives in. Inside. A turnaround jumper is missed by Landowski, and the Rams have it. And Lazier's fouled along the sideline.
Fisher going to pick up her third, Mike. And as I said, Lazier's really added to put the ball on the floor to her game. And at 5'11", Mike, she's the biggest girl out there. Really is a big help. I see what Burrell does now, Mike. Looks like they're playing straight man. The Highlands will be attacking here.
Lazier lost the handle for a second, but gained it back right at that dead spot, right underneath the left eye. And a jumper by Fabregas is missed, and the rebound to Hope Clark.
That's a shot you want to take, Mike.
Bucks back, but it's 3-on-3. Clark goes all the way down. What's the call?
Foul before.
It's on Julia DeSanta of Highlands. That's the first Highlands foul, second half, at 1:29 left of the third quarter.
Annie Weimer checks back in for Burrell. Burrell inbound now.
Out deep to Clark. It's down. That's a 2 for Hope Clark, and the Bucks break the ice. Their first basket of the second half.
34-30.
Fabregas around a screen, but now the double team comes after her.
Yeah, I think Coach Ferrasso had her there, Mike.
Now Fabregas baseline. DeSanto's jumper is nothing but nylon. Julia DeSanto's first basket. Third point, and the Rams stretch that back out to 6.
She has a little pump fake there, Mike. You notice before she shoots, she kind of sets that shot up.
Fisher for 3. In and out. Rebound.
Highlands had Salk on a leak.
Lazier.
She's out there still, Mike. Got to get it to her. They do. Let's see her go 1-on-2.
Missed the shot.
No call.
Bodies down. Play on. Fabregas back up. No good.
She made a great play there, Mike. She, from her knee, she dribbled, got a layup out of it.
Fisher. 33 seconds left of the third quarter. The arrow belongs to Highlands, I think.
Yeah, you think.
There's a jumper missed. Oh, it went off of Marasco. Came right back to the Bucks, though. That's a travel.
Yeah.
Now they're going to call foul instead. It was A or B, Dean.
Yeah, exactly. They got Marasco hand in the cookie jar there, so they'll get the inbound with 21 seconds to go. Highlands holding on to that 6-point lead. Only allowing 2 points this third quarter, right?
It's a 10-2 quarter. There's the jumper missed, and again, Lazier is doing a yeoman's job on the board. Sawhooks 1-on-2, though. Used the arm, puts it up, missed the shot, rebound, Bucks. 10 seconds, plenty of time.
Bar there.
Clark all the way down. Clark threw up a wild one.
That's out of bounds.
And it's up over the top and hit the stanchion. That's a turnover.
They're going to get full court pressure here. Can hide and shake somebody loose here.
4 seconds.
It's a long time.
Now comes to Fabregas. 2-1, going to let it go. It's going to be short, and that's going to end the third quarter.
She had 2 more dribbles coming, Mike. And that's kids, they just don't realize how much time 4 seconds is.
Big third quarter for Highlands. They outscored Burrell 10-2 in that third period. After those technicals at the end of the first half, cost the Rams 4 free throws, the basketball, and Jason Kerr's viewing privileges.
Yeah, we watch it on YouTube, but again, Mike, great quarter for the Lady Rams. They really rallied around that happening. Sometimes they can go 1 of 2 ways. That time it went Highlands' way. And I have some trivia for you now at the end of the third.
I'm ready.
All right, I think you're going to get part 1, but I don't know about part 2. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Name the only coach to win both a boys and girls WPL championship.
It's only happened once in the same year.
Not the same year.
What was the lady's name that coached Clareton? Carol Gillette?
I remember she did both, yeah.
Carol Gillette did both. I'm going to say Tim McConnell.
That would be all the cards turned over there, Mike. And here's my question. It didn't say it in the article I read. Did he win state championships?
Yeah, because they won the state last year, too.
The girls won the state, but did the boys ever
Yeah, that's a
win
great
the state?
question. I'm not sure. I know they went at least once. I thought they may have in, like, they may have won the year that Highlands
That's
beat
what
them.
I'm thinking 2009, we knocked them out of WPLs, but I think they went on to win the state. But we'll have to do some research on that. Here's part 2 of the question.
Okay.
You mentioned his 600 wins. What is his percentage of wins over his career, boys and girls combined?
That's a great question because
If you're within 3 to 5, I'll give it to you.
Hey, we're blitzing! We're blitzing up top!
it's over 80%.
It's 80% on the button, so I'll give you that.
How about that?
And you know, at one time they had talked to him a few years ago about taking some time off. They didn't think he was dedicated.
Oh my
Are they
goodness.
nuts? That's parents and school board. Address your questions to those people.
Here's Sawhook, forecourt. Highlands with a 6-point lead. The Rams haven't won in a while, so this is there's scar tissue that needs to be busted to get this done too. And
Hopefully they can hold on here on senior night, Mike. It'll be a great win for the program.
what a move by Fabregas
There you go.
with the kiss.
She's got 4. They've got an 8-point lead. And Mike, they got a young group coming up they're excited about here at Highlands, so this will be a great program to build from. They're starting to feel a little bit, Mike.
Trying to get a pick and pop. You can hear Joel Sarasso calling for it. Now driving into the lane, beautiful with the left hand is Emily Watts. Her first basket of the second half. She's got 16, and it's 38-32.
Here comes the pressure.
And Sawhook's got a 2-on-1. Got to put it up, miss it. Rebound, Burrell.
Had Luzier ahead of her, Mike.
Yeah. Well, the shot would have worked for Jocelyn to get the rebound, but it came off on it.
Nice job by Fabregas on defense. Coach Sarasso's questioning, why would we go from the point down to the low post? Normally you want a wing entry there. And, again, guess what? Freshmen, sophomores are going to do that, but they'll learn.
They get it inside for Sterlitz. Back out top. Watts 3 is good.
We got a game now, Mike.
Watts hits 2 quick ones here. And it's 38-35.
Oh.
And now the Rams turn it over. They say it's tipped. It's Highlands ball.
Wow.
I don't think Burrell knows it.
No.
Burrell can't put.
Yeah, here he goes. Now he does.
Okay.
He was pretty accepting of a Coach Sarasso.
Marasco to Luzier from 13 feet. In and out, no good. Rebound. There's a battle on the floor and a held ball. This time the arrow belongs to Burrell at 6:25 in a 3-point Highlands lead. They led by 8, but now Olivia Watts has scored 5 straight, and that's the Burrell 5-0 run.
She woke up, Mike. She had 14 at the half, 19 for the game now. She becomes game's leading scorer. Talk has 18 for Highlands.
Now out of the corner with a 3 for Olivia Watts again.
And we are tied at 38, Mike.
And Watts is her own personal 8-0 run to tie the game.
There
Now
you
a
go.
jumper by Sawhook is good.
She's got 20, and they're going back and forth here, Mike.
Highlands back up 40-38. Fisher. Sterlitz left side. Clark travels.
Travel. 12th turnover for Burrell. Highlands only committed 6 here this evening. And here comes Burrell's pressure, Mike.
Fabregas able to get around. Fisher. Luzier stops and pops and scores.
Off the ice, Mike. How you like that? Off the glass. She's got 8. Highlands ahead by 4. They fought off Burrell's comebacks twice now.
Fisher for 3, in and out. Rebound Fabregas again. And with Burrell players caught, Sawhook lost the handle. Steps
Smart
back
idea,
and got it to Fabregas. DeSanto was open, but so's Marasco. Her 3's a dipper.
Salk on the floor fighting for it. How you be Highlands ball? I thought Salk did a great job, Mike, there. Instead of taking a shot and forcing it underneath, she pulled it back out. Highlands to maintain that 4-point lead here.
Marasco, the inbounder. Into Luzier again. It's off. Burrell had it and lost it. Sawhook pulls it out of there. A 3 is in and out. And the rebound to the Bucks. Forecourt Fisher.
Look at that arm bar, Mike.
Fisher goes all the way in and bullied her way in there, but couldn't get it down. Marasco now. Less than 5 to go. Sawhook lets it fly. Nice pass. Fabregas underneath.
Oh,
And a steal by Burrell. Stepping in front was Clark, and Clark is fouled by Marasco right at center circle.
slowed the break down, Mike. Marasco gets her second. And one thing now, Mike, the pace, Burrell's starting to control the pace. When Highlands pulled out for a while, I thought they were controlling the pace, but Burrell's turning up the pressure now.
Clark with a crossover move goes all the way in and got fouled by Luzier on the way in. So Hope Clark will shoot 2 at 4:35 in a 4-point Highlands lead.
And of course, the thing you don't want to do here, Mike, with the lead is turn the clock off, but they did. Luzier picks up her third. Clark to the line to shoot a pair. She has 11 points on the night.
The first is no good. We'll get another.
Only 2 girls have scored for Burrell in the second half. Watts, the sophomore, and Clark, the sophomore.
And Watts with her big run of her own. She had a 2 and then back-to-back threes to herself erase an 8-point Highlands lead.
Missed both.
And it's Burrell. No, it's Highlands ball at 4:34.
Here comes the pressure, though, because of the ball being out of bounds.
This is Harris in the game. Sawhook.
Ooh.
Bumped by Clark. Needs help. The 10 count is on. And Harris just beats it. DeSanto's jumper is missed. Clark the rebound. Bucks want to push it 3-on-1. Ahead to Watts. Drives all the way home. Got rim rejected.
Highlands now 3-on-1 on the other side, Mike.
DeSanto. Sawhook turnaround.
No foul.
And it's Highlands basketball at 4:05.
50!
Again, Mike, you can't blame him for taking that shot.
Switching everything!
Luzier off the inbound. In and out. And Weimer the rebound. Clark, and they're going to call a block. They're going to say Julia was moving.
That'll be her second, yeah.
Okay. That's 14 fouls against Highlands. Burrell's committed 3 at the 3:55 mark, fourth quarter.
2! All right, come on.
And Don DeFrancis is calling in Julia Fabregas. She is going to have a shiner over that right eye.
It looks that way. I got the butterfly tape on her.
Now they work it in, and Clark in and out and in again. It's a 1-point game.
They said it was a 2-pointer, Mike.
2, all right.
Yep. Sawhook down. Luzier.
It's tipped.
Out of bounds.
Belongs to the Rams. 42-40. So give that 2 for Hope. She's got 13 now.
That's a 2-point game.
A back and forth game. Still look at those 4 technical free throws that Burrell made at the end of the first half.
On the floor.
It's a jump ball. Another one. This one belongs to Burrell. 3:38 to go. Clark. Now Fisher. It's nothing but nylon, and Burrell's back on top. Allison Fisher, her first basket of the night. And it's 43-42.
There's the foul.
The Bucks have their first lead since 28-26 at halftime. They'd come back close to tie it here. But that's their first lead since we came out of the break. Here's Luzier. DeSanto right side. All the way through. Runner in and out. Rebound Luzier on the weak side. It is Burrell's basketball.
Burrell's mounted the comeback here, Mike, with 3 minutes even to go, up by 1. Will they be patient now?
Here's
Highlands
Fisher.
in a 2-3 zone. Oh, she walked.
Watts left side. Now to Clark. Fisher's open, just hit one a minute ago. Missed that one though. Rebound Burrell. Back up. Sterlitz can't get it to go. Clark with a hook. It's good.
Clark puts them up 3, Mike. She has 15.
45-42.
Stolen, they're going to say out of bounds.
It's a 15-4 Burrell run to have a 3-point lead. Ooh, that looked like a walk by Lazier, got away with it. No, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess. Sawhook, that's 3. It's off the front rim. And Lazier has it. Lazier, that's a travel.
Wow, the ball went in too, Mike.
On a jump stop.
Yep.
2:13 to go. Highlands led it 38-30 early here in the fourth quarter, and now Tom Sarasso wants to talk it over. He's going to use one of his only full timeout he has left. He's going to use that at 2:06 remaining. Burrell leading it 45-42 as you look at the Highlands huddle. I think Courtney Udanis in the middle of it trying to
hook something up here, trailing by 3. And Mike, like I said, senior night here. One more time, the senior Sarah Sawhook. Honored earlier tonight, Skylar Summers, Isa Estrabella, Alexa Marasco, and Peach Wajenda. And Mike, we mentioned some of the highlights. Sarah Sawhook will be participating in the Cager Classic this year. She will join Johnny Christ, Luke Clarker, and Corey Myers representing the Golden Rams. And if you look at the 4 of them combined, Mike, over 3,500 points. That's a lot of points. And over her career, Sarah's made 3 all-tournament teams, twice at the St. Joe's tournament, this year at the Apollo Ridge tournament, and she is their leading scorer tonight with 20. She needs to get 4 more, though, or somebody on Highlands does.
Yeah. 2:06 left. It's been a big comeback for Burrell here in the fourth quarter.
And we mentioned those 4 points right at the 1 minute mark to go on the technical fouls, and got to give Olivia Watts credit. She made 4 out of 4.
Fisher. Now Clark. Less than 2 to go. Rams need to D up now. Into the game for Burrell is Maggie Omasinski, number 1, her first appearance. No pressure or anything. Throw it along the baseline, and Fisher's able to control it. Omasinski back out top.
Highlands has 5 team fouls, Mike. I'm going to have to put them on the foul line.
Here's Clark. It's a 1-possession game, but
they can't sit in that zone any longer, Mike. They got to come out.
here's Watts.
Ball comes out to play the ball.
Back to Clark. Now Fisher in front of us. 1:18 to go, and now finally they're going to get Julia DeSanto on the foul. That'll be her 3rd at 1:17.
Burrell inbound right in front of us here.
Riley Sterlitz, the freshman.
They got to go after. They have to foul her.
Next foul puts Burrell in the bonus. 1:10 to go.
Coach is hard to foul. Nobody's doing it. They're
Watts
taking a shot.
takes a 3 for what reason I have no idea.
No idea.
And the rebound to Luzier. And Luzier is fouled out of frustration.
Wow, Mike. And those are freshman and sophomore mistakes. You don't take that shot there with the lead, especially with Highlands being told to foul.
In that situation, you take a layup.
Looks like Highlands going to take their final time
Yes,
out.
that's the last time out for Highlands at 1:02 left. Burrell 45, Highlands 42.
Mike, I would turn this into a foul shooting contest. Of course, Burrell's been very good from the line tonight too, but again, you look at Riley Sterlitz, she only has 2 points. Adadowski not scored yet. They touch the ball, they get fouled.
Yeah, I think that's probably what you got to do. Let's see what they do with the ball first. I don't think they need to shoot a 3 here, obviously. You just need to score and then shorten the game, or lengthen the game.
And again, it's been quite the run for the Golden Rams here. They scored 10 points in the 3rd quarter, but their defense really beat it up. They gave up 2. Been a little different this quarter, though, as Burrell's come back to take a 3-point lead, 45-42. And Coach just talked over strategies. What you're talking about, Mike, as a coach is what do we do if they score? What do we do if they don't score? You got to plan all your options.
You see the fouls on your picture right now, and the Bucks have not put the Rams in the bonus. That's only the 15th foul, so Highlands has to inbound this. And Joel Sarasso with a foul or two to give. He may want to save that for a rainy day also. Off the inbound, Lazier comes out to get it. Lazier with a spin move got tripped, and that's number 6 against Burrell.
Yeah, doesn't hurt anybody. Just an inbound for Highlands.
Annie Weimer picks it up. That's his or her first.
Team 6. 6-6. Next one's one-on-one for everybody.
DeSanto out top. 50 seconds. Fabregas used a screen. Fabregas had it blocked by Fisher, but Maria got it back, but threw it away.
They got the fouler. They got a fouler. They got a foul.
And they do. Hope Clark's foul backcourt by Alexa Marasco at 40 seconds. So now the Bucks can win the game at the foul line. 40 seconds to go. They make their foul shots. They're going to get out of here with a win. So Hope Clark at the line, hasn't shot one since early. And Burrell hasn't shot any in the second half. Off the rim. Sterlitz took it out of bounds. Boy, Marasco wanted a foul, and I see her beef. 38 seconds. And remember, Highlands out of timeouts now.
Surprised they're going full court pressure here.
Joel Sarasso has one left. Here's Lazier. Stops, pops. It is off the rim. Rebound. Sawhook tried to fight it away and did a great job of knocking it off of Watt's hands. So Highlands controls it at 31 seconds. Down 3.
Now, Mike, you take the 3 if you get it.
Right, and now they're going to talk it over because Joel Sarasso calls a timeout. It's a quick one. And really, I think he does Courtney a favor.
Yes, I think so too, Mike.
She can call an out-of-bounds play.
She can get things organized.
Right, 27 seconds to go. You look at the Highlands bench, and Courtney's got the girls around her.
And I would try to set a 3-pointer up for Sarah Salk. She leads the scoring with 20. She has 1 3-pointer tonight, but she's the only, Isa Estrabella also has a 3-pointer. So they've only had 2 3-pointers tonight.
Highlands led it 38-30 early fourth quarter. Burrell's on a 15-4 run since. And that's been the difference. Burrell leading by 3, and they made those 4 technical foul free throws at the end of the first half.
Well, Mike, I got one problem. Sarah's inbound.
Well, it could be a get-it-back situation.
Yeah.
She's going to the corner.
Yeah, they do normally forget about the inbounder.
Right there. That's a move your feet.
And Sarah comes off the pop.
The old elevator play.
Fabregas left side. Her 3 is off. The rebound to Burrell.
Got a foul. And they did.
And now they finally do as Marasco gets Watts. And Watts, who really dragged Burrell back into this one, scoring those 8 straight points when Highlands had an 8-point lead. Watts led the scoring the first time these two teams played with 21. And she's got 22 now.
She's going to the foul line, Mike. She made those big 4 right before the half.
If she makes one of these, that might be enough. It is off the rim, but Burrell got the rebound.
They got a foul again, real quick. And they foul.
And they do. They get Watts.
And Watts is not happy about it, Mike. But she's a little roughed up there. I think she's not happy she missed the foul shot, to be honest.
Probably more like it. But she's done it. She's done the damage here. Hope Clark hit a big 3 also. So did Fisher.
And Maria Fabregas, Mike, is holding the side of her head. They're telling her that...
They gonna make her leave?
I hope not, Mike, because they need her in the game.
Well, the officials have that right and actually have that duty. If anybody's bleeding, you got to come off. And Mike Rizzo's going to take a look. The Highlands cut man. Tonight he's also doubling as the trainer.
Yeah, you do not want to take her out of the game.
And Tara Galloop, the official over there, so.
She is the head official, Mike. And they play on. Like hockey, Mike. She's a trooper.
15 seconds. Watts, again, 1-1. It is good.
That could be the nail, Mike.
Everybody vacated. You get another one. 46-42.
You don't want those 4 points to come back on home.
That's exactly what the margin is right now. Missed a second. Rebound Fabregas, 15. Got to hurry and score. Remember, no timeouts. Sawhook up and down.
You got to foul immediately.
22. You got to hurry now. 6 seconds, 5, and they do foul at 4.6 seconds left. Burrell 46, Highlands 44.
Sawhook with 22 now, Mike. And by the way, Coach Kerr's in the locker room. I've been texting with him the scores. Down 2.
It's no good. Remember, it's 2 shots now because that was the 10th foul. Well, it's still a one-possession game regardless as to what happens.
Yeah, Mike, and we talk about how long 4 seconds is. We're about to find out here. Hope Clark makes both, makes one of them.
Needs to be a 3. Here's Sawhook.
Oh, she gets fouled. How could that not be a
call? No call, and that's it.
Wow, Mike.
Burrell holds on and wins it. Burrell 47, Highlands 44. If that's in the first quarter, that's easily called a foul.
How could that not be a foul? Well, Mike, Paul Sog's up there, and they're talking to him.
And that's it. So the final score here tonight, Dean, final thoughts as Highlands falls to the Burrell Bucks for the 7th straight time, 47-44.
Tough one, Mike. They had that 8-point lead, just couldn't hold on. But I tell you what, it was wall-to-wall action the whole night. I'll be honest, I thought there was a foul. It would have been instant to put Sarah on the line for 3, but that was not to be. Burrell prevails, 47-44.
All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks to Trent Belak upstairs. A 3-point Burrell win for the Dean, Mike Choma. This is Mike Pavlik saying